What would you do for a chance to meet your hero? Would you travel for hours? Would you miss work? Would you wait in line for 6 hours? One fan did exactly that. He waited for 6 hours 360 minutes just for a chance to meet Alex Eala. And when he finally got that chance, her reaction was absolutely priceless. The fan, a young artist, had a simple goal. He wanted to give Alex Eala a piece of his art. He had created a digital artwork dedicated to her. It was his way of saying thank you. It was his way of showing her how much she means to him. He arrived at the Glorietta Activity Center in Makati at 10 a.m. The event was scheduled for later that day. But he was determined. He was not going to miss this opportunity. He waited. And waited. And waited. 6 hours later, his moment finally came. He walked up to Alex Eala. He showed her his artwork. And her reaction? It was pure, unscripted, genuine emotion. She was moved. She was grateful. She was overwhelmed. But this is not just a story about one fan. This is a story about the incredible bond between Alex Eala and her supporters. This is a story about the love that Filipinos have for their hero. This is a story about a community that has come together to support one of their own. In this video, we are going to tell you this incredible story. We are going to take you inside the fan event in Makati. We are going to show you what happened when that fan finally met his idol. We are going to look at the other fans who showed up to support Eala. We are going to examine why she has such a powerful connection with her fans. And we are going to explain why this bond is so important for the future of Philippine tennis. So stay with me. Because this is a story that is going to warm your heart. This is a story that shows the power of sports to bring people together. And this is a story that proves that Alex Eala is not just a tennis player, she is a symbol of hope for millions of people. Let's get into it. The event, a homecoming like no other. The scene at the Glorietta Activity Center in Makati was absolutely incredible. Thousands of fans had gathered to catch a glimpse of their hero. The venue was packed. People were lined up at the glass railings on every floor of the mall. The energy was electric. Alex Eala had just returned to the Philippines after her historic Wimbledon run. She had reached the 4th round of Wimbledon, the first Filipino player to do so. She had defeated the defending champion Iga Swiatek. She had climbed to a career-high ranking of world number 28. And she had made an entire nation proud. Now, she was back home. And she was ready to meet her fans. When Eala stepped out from backstage, the crowd erupted. The noise was deafening. People were screaming her name. People were crying. People were waving Philippine flags. It was a scene of pure chaos and pure love. Eala was visibly overwhelmed. She looked around at the packed venue and could barely contain her surprise. She quipped in Tagalog, "Ang dami niyo pala, there are so many of you." She then addressed the crowd with a message of gratitude. Maraming salamat sa pagpupuyat. Maraming salamat sa pagdarasal. I'm doing my best to make you guys proud. Sinasababayan niyo ako sa aking next matches, and my journey to come. Thank you for staying up late. Thank you for your prayers. I'm doing my best to make you guys proud. I hope you'll follow me in my next matches and my journey to come. The crowd cheered even louder. They were not just cheering for a tennis player. They were cheering for a daughter of the Philippines. They were cheering for a symbol of hope. But this event was not just about Eala. It was about the fans. And their stories were truly inspiring. The 6-hour wait a fan's love. Now, let us talk about the fan who waited 6 hours to meet Alex Eala. He was a young artist. He had created a digital artwork dedicated to Eala. It was his way of expressing his admiration for her. It was his way of saying thank you. He arrived at the Glorietta Activity Center at 10 a.m. The event was not scheduled to start until later. But he was determined. He was not going to miss this opportunity. He waited patiently, watching as the crowd grew larger and larger. 6 hours later, his moment finally came. He walked up to Alex Eala. He showed her his artwork. And her reaction was absolutely priceless. Eala's face lit up with joy. She was genuinely moved by the gesture. She looked at the artwork, she looked at the fan, and she smiled. It was a moment of pure, unscripted connection. Later, the fan described his experience. His 6-hour wait, he said, was worth it. And that is the power of Alex Eala. She makes her fans feel seen. She makes them feel appreciated. She makes them feel like they are part of her journey. But he was not the only fan who went to extraordinary lengths to meet her. The 80-year-old fan, a lifetime of devotion. While the young artist's story is incredible, there was another fan at the event who was just as inspiring, an 80-year-old man named Dusty Malilin. Malilin had been a fan of Eala for years. He had followed her journey from the very beginning. He had watched her rise through the ranks. He had celebrated her victories. And he had been waiting for the opportunity to meet her. He traveled all the way from Antipolo city to Makati, a journey that takes over an hour just to catch a glimpse of her. He arrived at the Glorietta Activity Center at 10 a.m. and waited patiently for the event to begin. He watched as the crowd grew larger and larger. He watched as fans of all ages gathered to support their hero. When Malilin finally got his chance to meet Eala, he was overjoyed. He spoke to her and shared his hopes for her future. He told her, "I hope you will get to the top." Eala's response was warm and genuine. She told him, "She was happy when I said that and told me that she would try her best." Eala's words touched Malilin's heart. He described the experience as all worth it. And that is the power of Alex Eala. She connects with her fans on a personal level. She makes them feel like they are part of her journey. The energy why Filipinos love Alex Eala so much. So why do Filipinos love Alex Eala so much? Why are they willing to wait 6 hours, travel for hours, and endure long lines just to see her? The answer is simple: she represents hope. The Philippines is a country that has faced many challenges. But Eala's success gives Filipinos something to celebrate. It gives them hope for a brighter future. It reminds them that they are capable of greatness. But there is more to it than that. First, she is a symbol of Filipino excellence. Eala has proven that Filipinos can compete with the best in the world. She has put the Philippines on the global tennis map. She has shown the world what Filipinos are capable of. Second, she is humble. Despite her success, Eala remains grounded. She never forgets where she came from. She always thanks her family, her coaches, and her fans. She is not arrogant. She is not entitled. She is grateful. Third, she is authentic. Eala is true to herself. She does not pretend to be someone she is not. She speaks from the heart. She connects with people on a personal level. As one article put it, Alex Eala captures Filipinos' hearts by staying true to herself. Fourth, she fights for every point. Filipinos love a fighter. And Eala is a fighter. She never gives up. She always believes she can win. And she does. As one fan sign from a different tournament read, "Laban Alex." Which means fight, Alex, in Tagalog. Fifth, she carries the Philippine flag. Every time Eala steps onto the court, she carries the hopes and dreams of millions of Filipinos. She wears the flag on her heart. And she fights for her country. Sixth, she inspires the next generation. Young Filipinos see Eala and think, if she can do it, so can I. They pick up rackets. They start playing. They start dreaming. Seventh, she makes her fans feel seen. Eala always takes time to greet her fans. She signs autographs. She poses for selfies. She makes them feel appreciated. What this means for the future of Philippine tennis. The fan event in Makati was a celebration of the past, but it was also a look into the future. It was a moment that will shape Philippine sports for years to come. First, it shows the power of the Filipino community. Filipinos from all walks of life came together to celebrate Alex Eala. They forgot their differences. They put aside their problems. They celebrated as one. Second, it inspires the next generation. Young Filipinos watched the event and saw what is possible. They saw that they too can achieve greatness. They saw that hard work and determination can lead to success. Third, it strengthens the tennis community. Eala's success has brought more attention to tennis in the Philippines. More kids are playing. More coaches are coaching. More tournaments are being held. Fourth, it creates a legacy. Eala is not just building a career. She is building a legacy. And this event is a part of that legacy. Fifth, it gives hope. In a country that faces many challenges, Eala's success gives Filipinos something to celebrate. It gives them hope for a brighter future.